Game one. LA heavy underdogs, despite having home court for the series. Here's a little bit of a news break here. Kevin Durant, we thought he might go, didn't play because of a bruised knee.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. We knew Luka was not going to be there. We knew Austin Reeves was not going to be there. LeBron, a wholesale distributor in this game, had 10 assists in the first half alone. At 41 years, 109 days old, the oldest guy ever with 10 assists in an entire game, much less a half. Close game, though. Lakers up 2 at the break, third quarter. LeBron playing a little bully ball here, Perk.
I call it daddy ball. That's what I do to my sons in the driveway when they call me out. I take them straight to that low block and punish them just like that. Do
we have any video of that?
The crazy thing is the Rockets, no game plan whatsoever. The man had 5 to 6 dribbles, and no one came to help, which is ridiculous.
Later in the third, here we go. Jayshawn Tate, loose ball foul on Marcus Smart. Tate gets teed up. Take another look. He just kind of yanked him down. You can't do that.
No. I mean, but you try to junk up the game when you get your butt kicked.
I like junk up the game. We're going to talk about that because J.J. Redick kind of junked up this game, and it worked for his squad. Fourth quarter, LeBron stepping into his 3. Lakers up by 13. Next possession, Luke Kennard. You know how good of a shooter he is. He really had a nice game.
Dog.
I did not have him on my bingo card.
Let me tell you why Kendrick Perkins is either blind or lying to you. I just watched his reaction to the Lakers beating the Rockets in Game 1. The title says LeBron and Luke Kennard SFSS. Sounds nice, right? Sounds respectful. But watch what actually happens in the first 90 seconds of this clip. LeBron James, at 41 years old, gets the ball in the post. He takes 5 or 6 dribbles. And do you know what the Houston Rockets do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No help defense. No double team. No rotation. They just leave a random defender on an island against one of the greatest playoff scorers in NBA history. And the host even says it out loud. He says, and I quote, "The man had 5 or 6 dribbles and no one came to help." In the playoffs. Against LeBron. That is not a masterclass. That is a defensive meltdown of historic proportions. And Perk wants you to believe this was about LeBron being superhuman. It wasn't. It was about the Rockets being terrified and stupid. Here's what Perk won't tell you. The Rockets game planned all week for Kevin Durant. When KD set out with a bruised knee, the entire Houston coaching staff froze. Ime Udoka, who everyone calls a defensive genius, had no plan B. His players literally forgot how to rotate. They watched LeBron back down their guys like it was a pickup game at the YMCA. That is not daddy ball. That is coaching malpractice. And then Perk has the nerve to say J.J. Redick outcoached Udoka. Of course he did. J.J. Redick had a plan. His plan was simple. Make the game ugly. Junk it up. Play messy. Because the Rockets are young and emotional and they cannot handle chaos. And guess what? It worked perfectly. The Rockets shot 37% from field. 37%. In a playoff game. Ime Udoka admitted after the game that Houston had 27 more shot attempts than the Lakers. Let me repeat that. 27 more shots. And they still lost by 9 points. Do you understand how bad you have to be to take 27 more shots than the other team and still lose? That is not the Lakers being great. That is the Rockets being historically awful. But Perk won't say that because Perk gets paid to yell catchphrases like bully ball and daddy ball. He doesn't get paid to tell you the truth. And the truth is that Luke Kennard is not the story. The story is that LeBron James didn't even need to score to destroy Houston. He had 10 assists in the first half. 10. He was a distributor. He was a point guard. He was playing chess while the Rockets were playing checkers with their eyes closed. And here is the biggest lie of all. Everyone keeps saying, if Kevin Durant played, the Rockets would have won. Stop it. Kevin Durant had a bruised knee. A bruise. Anthony Edwards is playing on a torn meniscus. Steph Curry played the play-in tournament on a bad knee. Jimmy Butler played finals games on one leg. Kevin Durant sat out because his knee was sore. That is not an injury. That is a choice. And Perk even questioned it himself. He said, how is he not available after having so many days off? Exactly. The Rockets lost because their best player was not tough enough to play. That is not the Lakers' problem. That is a Houston Rockets culture problem. So let me tell you what happens in Game 2. The Rockets will come out angry. They will double LeBron. They will play physical. They will try to hurt someone. And you know what? The Lakers will still win. Because JJ Redick has a brain. Because LeBron has seen every defense ever invented. And because the Rockets cannot shoot. They cannot hit a bull in the ass with an ironing board, as Perk himself said. That is not a recipe for winning a playoff series. That is a recipe for getting swept. So do not let Kendrick Perkins fool you. Do not let the word masterclass fool you. The Lakers won because the Rockets lost. They won because Kevin Durant was soft. They won because Ime Udoka forgot how to coach. And they will keep winning until someone in Houston grows a spine. Subscribe to this channel if you want real analysis, not the TV lies. And comment below. Am I wrong about KD, or should he have played through a bruise like every other superstar in NBA history? I will read every comment. Now let's get ready for Game 2.